I really hope Wargaming takes note of just how much of a catastrophic flop the Alpine Tiger was, because they've only just crossed 1,000 of those things sold, and it's been nearly 6 hours since it was put up on sale. So I really hope they adjust the vehicles that are upcoming in the black market based off of this, because clearly people are not interested in vehicles which are just reskins of already in the game vehicles. Like the only one that was particularly interesting to people was the Type 59 Gold, and the other one I guess would be the King Tiger C, which is like the captured King Tiger, the American like Tier 7 Premium Tiger 2. So I think those are the only two real reskins that people are really interested in. And the worst thing about this thing here as well is the cost for it there is sitting at 10,000 gold. And that is a bit cheaper, as far as I'm aware, than the normal WD 111, which I think is usually worth about 12,250 or something like that. It is a bit cheaper, but the worst thing about it is, do you see this thing here, the 112? I genuinely consider it to be a better tank overall. Now, I will preface this: I prefer armor over a slight boost in mobility, because the WZ-111 is a bit faster than the 112, but the 112 has far superior armor. I mean, it has 100 millimeters of lower side armor, 140 millimeters of lower front plate armor, 120 millimeters upper front plate armor, and because it's flat upper front plate armor, not peg nose like the WZ-111, you can actually angle this thing's upper front plate and angle its side armor and make full use of this thing's pretty formidable armor. And you pretty much just sacrifice a little bit of mobility and you get far more survivability. Yes, you lose 50 health and you lose a little bit of mobility and a little bit of gun handling, but overall I think the armor is worth having, just to sacrifice in those little areas. Like, I mean, look at the difference in the reload. It's 0.1 seconds. It's such a minute difference in the reload times, and you can actually afford to get closer with the 112 because you have 1 degree better gun depression, something I usually forget about. And because you're able to go to closer ranges with the 112, this accuracy and aiming time doesn't really make that much of a difference. Like, I genuinely just think like the 112 is a better vehicle, and the best thing about it is if you wait until some special events, some like celebrations and stuff, you can probably get this thing for 30% off, or at minimum 15% off, which would mean it would be cheaper than getting the WZ-111 Alpine Tiger. So yeah, I really don't think the Alpine Tiger is worth getting. It's just no. Honestly, just no. I have no interest in ever getting that. If they sold it for credits, I probably would have got it just to have it. But for gold, absolutely not. And yeah, I think Wargaming made a mistake with that. I think if they sold it for credits, it would have been sold relatively quickly. But for gold, absolutely not. People are not going to spend gold on a vehicle like that. It's not as special as Type 59 Gold. Nowhere near it.